say identify, or I should restate that. They should have the freedom of speech to identify they want.
Like the libertarian viewpoint of if it's not hurting me directly.
Yeah, if you want to dress up as a cat and go out, that's that's fine. But this is
I've done that before.
Yeah,
I dress up daily.
And this to Jordan Peterson's point is, and Donald Trump Jr. said the same thing, is that if you want to go do that, man, that's fine. This is America. Welcome to a free country.
Yeah.
But when you start saying things like, well, there's 67 different, or we don't know how many genders are out there. Well,
scientists are wrong.
Now we're talking about science, biology, and what you're now saying contradicts.
Well, you're rewriting the books at this point. This is no longer an argument of freedom of expression.
This isn't
an
a government
argument of science is wrong because my feelings tell me otherwise.
Exactly.
Not my thoughts.
Not
I think, but I feel.
Yeah. So now this is the only side that legally, as a government, I'm okay with. I'm okay with.
Well, but so let me go one step further, because this is what I'm seeing. Okay. In your example, that there should be the right to express your opinion about a legal union or identification or something like that, okay? And then if I said, Jack, I disagree with you, in a normal situation, in a free society, you can say, okay, we kind of agree to disagree. We could even get heated about it, right? But it's still a matter of I, in this situation, would not feel like I couldn't say, Jack, I disagree with you.
Yeah, without the threat of getting killed by a Blacklock.
But yes, but now it's no. In fact, Jack, when you just said just now, and you made that comment, I found my brain going to, I better not say anything that's going to get in trouble because this is going on the air. This is going out there. And that is an example of the culture that we live in, of the is it cancel culture? Is it something else? But it's something where I'm living fear. There's a primordial fear that triggered in my mind.
What George Orwell talked about. We're not ready for the psychology of these attacks. I'm like, these is exactly what you just experienced.
And so now it's a matter of, I believe this, and you dare not say something else, which goes kind of like to Will's comment a while back. Maybe it was last show where he said, I believe this, and I need somebody to affirm me.
Last show.
Affirm me in my belief. And if you don't affirm me, I need you dead, gone. I need you. You need.
You're not allowed to use Twitter anymore.
Or bike lock.
What you said,
Or you're not allowed to use Twitter or bike lock. Or I shouldn't have to
run you off the road.
Or I shouldn't have to read on Twitter that you disagree with me.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to be, because I feel unsafe and I need to go to the Japanese cuddle cafe.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm seeing now. That's what I'm seeing. That even if somebody doesn't want to take a position on whether unions should be legal or not legal, or if they're moral or they're not moral, people like Ricky Gervais would say, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that people should be able to say whether they agree with it or not.
Yeah.
And not be afraid to agree or not agree with it.
Yeah, or like you're going to lose your job, you won't be able to support your family anymore, or you're going to end up dead on the side of the road and people thought you killed yourself. Yeah. Or got in a random car accident, but it was really Antifa or whoever that went and put a hit on you or did hit themselves.
And these are no longer extreme statements that you're making.
It's not. It happens all the time.
It's happening right now.
And I don't think there are going to be some people that say that doesn't happen, but
I know the people, they've lost their jobs.
Yeah.
They can't support their family now.
And I think especially like just this year, that's happened so much with people, especially with the BLM movement, that if you say anything, even like, well, I support Black Lives Matter, the movement, but I don't know if I support Black Lives Matter, like the corporation or the whatever you want to call them, the group. People are like, wow, you're a racist. Like that's not what I'm saying.
So that the race.
I love black people and I support, the idea that we need to, have less police brutality, but I don't support this being, not unionized, but put into like a corporation somebody else runs and they tell us what we believe.
And then it goes to, but Will, do you believe that we should be, in fact, killing people that don't agree with us? And if you say no, now you're on the other side.
Yeah,
now you have
exactly.
to die. This happened to the Minnesota mayor, who was a total flake, and he tried to like kneel down, I think maybe even literally, to some of the leaders of BLM that were there, saying, I've been considering my own brokenness, my white brokenness and stuff. I'm like, it was terrible. And then they said, but Mayor, are you going to stand behind us in defunding the police? And he said, I won't. And then they literally drove him out on a rail.
Wow.
So again, you're only as good as your last agreement.
Yeah, it's really true. It's really
and
true.
Then boom.
What was
right?
your last tweet?
Yeah,
because I know you're a great person and all that stuff, but last thing you tweeted,
you
man,
slipped out.
Yeah, you're done. That was your one.
And
Yeah.
People are like, okay,
it's like they always have guns pointed at you, and sometimes they'll uncock the hammers, but as soon as you say it, then they're like, oh, hammer's back on.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is, and that's the part that it's scary, but I mean, not living in fear. It's the completely unrecognizable part of anything that we would even pretend is a free society. You know,
it's counter America.
Yeah,
it's
the exact opposite. And I just think it's funny that there's this whole thing we talked about earlier in the podcast about this whole mask thing and that this is communism. Where there's this other thing that's happening in the world that's like, or in America specifically, that's like, this is the definition of communism. It's not even like speculative. Like, well, that kind of looks like communism.
Right.
Like, oh, that's literally communism. Right. And people go, I don't know, man, but those masks, that's pretty communist. It's like, what? What are you looking at right